Hello and welcome back to the Battle Room. My name is Colin, and today I thought, since it's the beginning of the month, I thought I'd hook you guys up with some sick teams. You guys are wonderful, beautiful, marvelous viewers. So I want to give you some teams that I'm using, and then some teams that I think are really strong that are built by other players. So first off, this is a team that I've made, and it is a pretty simple Palkia Calyrex team. So Palkia Calyrex is a duo that I still think is slept on and a really, really good duo that I think many people haven't fully explored, or we haven't seen it perform at the highest level. A lot of the time we see Zacian and Groudon doing the best, mainly Zacian Kyogre as well, but I think Calyrex plus Palkia is a really, really good combo, and it just hasn't performed yet, and I still think it can. But this team is a good place to start with it. The main idea here is you're going to set up Trick Room like majority of the games. Amoonguss is going to help with that, and same with Incineroar. And I found that I didn't really need Porygon 2. I felt that Porygon 2 wasn't a great addition to the team, so I swapped it out for Feeny. And I think Feeny is a really good answer to help with Amoonguss, because Amoonguss can get really frustrating with this team. So I decided to slot in Feeny, and then I also decided to basically leave everything else the same from my other version that I have been using in the past. So I think for the most part, your main leads are going to be Palkia plus Amoonguss. That lead is like disgustingly good. You can also lead like Calyrex plus Amoonguss or Calyrex Incin or Incin Palkia. Just you want to set up Trick Room most of the time. Feeny is also a great lead if you want to help deter enemy Amoongusses with the terrain. And also if you want to just start sweeping, because you can lead Feeny Palkia, Nature's Madness, Max Move, right? It's really, really disgusting. Alecki is there as an extra optional max if you think you want to try to sweep with max Alecki. I think Alecki also helps with Palkia to slow things down. But yeah, I think Alecki is good as well. It's another kind of Amoonguss answer by setting up the terrain. I think this team is loads of fun. I really can't recommend it enough. I think it's a fun team to use, and you get to use two restricteds that I think are... I wouldn't say Palkia or Calyrex are necessarily slept on, but I think the combination has yet to prove itself, and I think this is a good start to it. So next up, we've got ourselves Shedinja. I think Shedinja is the talk of the town recently. It performed really, really well at the Liverpool Regional, placing second. And so I decided to make my own take on Shedinja. There's a lot of teams that are very similar to this one, but usually they opt for a Kingdra, but I decided to slot in Thundurus because I think Thundurus is better. So basically this team is built around sweeping and then checkmating with Shedinja. So you can lead stuff like Zacian Ogre, Indeedee Ogre, Indeedee Zacian, something of that sort, also Thundurus. Just not Thundurus and Indeedee. Let's not lead that. But as long as you lead anything plus, Thundurus plus anything is pretty good. Don't lead Shedinja. You just try to pick off things with Kyogre or with Zacian, max potentially Kyogre or Landorus, and just try to get really, really good hits off before the Shedinja can come in. So then Shedinja can either checkmate by just being unkillable and just killing everything with Poltergeist, or you just use Shedinja as a safe pivot, because the reason Shedinja is so good is that it walls a majority of the legends. Zacian can't touch it. Kyogre can't touch it. Palkia can't touch it. Calyrex can't touch it, but it can set up Hailstorm, which you have to keep in mind. And even Palkia can't touch it. So a lot of these legends just are walled by Shedinja. And I think that's the real strength of Shedinja right now. And I think it's why it's so freaking good. Another lead that I think is disgusting right now is Landorus plus Indeedee. I'm a huge fan of it, so I thought that was necessary for the squad. I think it's really good versus the Sun team. Landorus Indeedee plus Kyogre is really, really gross. So if you're going to play the Sun team, trust me, Landorus, Indeedee, Kyogre, Zacian, Energy Ball, that stupid Gastrodon. I promise you it's going to feel so good. And then Thundurus to just round everything out, give you another option, another mode. But I think this team is really fun, and I think it really starts to touch on Shedinja, which I think is one of the stronger Pokemon right now, and a Pokemon you should consider using or being prepared against, because you don't want to lose in an embarrassing fashion to Shedinja, trust me. So now these last two teams are not my teams at all. They're just teams that I think are really, really good, and I want you guys to use them because I think they are really strong, and I didn't want to like try to butcher them or make my own version, because it's not worth it. These teams are really, really good. So first up, we got Snow's International Challenge team. Snow is a very, very acclaimed Japanese player. Snow is very, very good, and Snow built this fantastic Zacian Yveltal team. If you're tired of using Groudon and Kyogre, I got you. So Zacian and Yveltal as a duo is really, really disgusting, because they do resist a lot of the things that they're weak to, and they help cover each other really, really well. Yveltal can set up airstreams for Zacian. Zacian can protect Yveltal from the annoying Groudons and potential Kyogres, while they can also both deal with Groudon Kyogre. And then you also have a really good supporting cast of Incin, Amoonguss, and Alecki, who are your main supportive mons. You mainly help dealing with Zacian, because all three of them Zacian kind of dislikes, because Zacian can't one-shot Amoonguss, he get asleep. Obviously Incin, you can fake it out and set up airstreams right off the bat, and Alecki can slow Zacian down. So this team is basically called Yveltal plus Zacian, and then I hate Zacian as the last four Pokemon. because these Pokemon are all designed to beat it, and it does make the team function really, really well. I think a lot of the teams that are doing well right now are all about like invalidating Zacian and making it feel weak, and I think this team helps with that. I do think Zacian does perform pretty well against this team still, even with all of those pieces of Incineroar, Amoonguss, and Alecki. But I do think as long as you keep the momentum on your side, you can do really, really well. Zacian is pretty simple. Quick Attack's kind of a fun move, kind of surprising. Yveltal here is just a Life Orb set, which is starting to become, I would say, the norm. It's really, really gross how strong Yveltal can be, and it can start to snowball really, really hard off of Max Darkness drops. And then Incin, obviously, one of the greatest Pokemon in the game. Amoonguss is awesome right now, and it pairs extremely well with those two Pokemon. And then Alecki is also just another form of speed control, and Landorus is your other Max, who's also really, really good versus Sun, specifically. But yeah, overall, this team is fantastic. Highly recommend using it. Snow built it. I'll put the link to their Twitter down below. But yeah, this team is awesome. I think it's really fun to use. And last but not least is Chongjin's team. So this is a team that I've been just kind of in love with since it dropped. I played the original Rinya version, which is a Japanese player. But now Chongjin won the Salt Lake City Regionals, and then Eric Rios won with the same team. But this is the public team, and this is the team that is really, really good. So this is Chongjin's team. Again, link down below. Fantastic player. Deservedly won that regional, and I think this is the best version of it in my opinion. I really like the Charty Berry Charizard. I do think potentially though all the Charizards are running it, so Life Orb might be a little bit better. It's an option you can end up running, because most of the time Charizards don't even rockfall each other anymore. So is it worth running Charty? I don't even know. But Charty is really fun. I do like the Thunder Wave Grimmsnarl. I think it's fine. I do think Scary Face might be a little better in a lot of situations, but Scary Face or Thunder Wave is no joke, and then you have pretty much the standard after that. But I think this team is really, really strong. I have a whole video breaking it down. If you really want to watch me talk about this team again, go check out that video. But I'll give you a little quick overview of this team. It's really, really good. I'm facing Kyogre. Groudon normally feels really weak, but on this team it feels strong. You're able to set up screens, so Groudon's unkillable. Groudon can pop off with maxing. Charizard's a great max too. Gastrodon's situational. Incin pairs well with everything, and your main goal is just to, you know, play really defensively with like a Grimmsnarl plus Groudon lead, or play really aggressively with something like Charizard Groudon or Charizard Zacian or Charizard Incin. So it's just about like controlling the weather and controlling the pace of the game. I would say it's a very reactionary style of team, which normally I'm not the biggest fan of, but it does perform incredibly well. It's one of the best teams in the format, if not the best. Highly recommend using it. But yeah, I just thought I'd put this one in here too, because it's the team I've been using the most. I got 45th on ladder with it at the end of the season, which I was really proud of, and I think it's just a really, really fantastic team. And if you haven't tried this team out at all, I would definitely give it a try, just to figure out why it's so damn strong and why it's winning tournament after tournament. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope that you choose to use one of these teams. If not, maybe you learned something. Maybe I give you an idea. That's the goal. Have a great and amazing day. I'll see you guys later.